Okay, I just had a question about Western Express. My experience with lease purchase and training. If you're starting out as a new driver, honestly, there, there ain't really a good company per se to really start off with. I mean, they're all, I don't know how to say it without being, you're going to start out about the same. Don't matter which one you go to. I mean, starting out new, you're at the bottom of the totem pole. You got to take what you can get. Western Express, as far as training, or I mean, well, yeah, as a training company, it is a good starter company. I mean, pretty much any of them is. You can go to Prime; they're good starter companies. It's just you got to start somewhere, and that's just where it's at. I mean, you're never going to start. I mean, I don't care what you want to go into. You be a doctor, you're not going to start out as a brain surgeon. It just don't happen that way. So, is it a good starter company? Yes, I would say absolutely yes. But get in, put your time in. No, you're not going to stick it out because the money just ain't there. As soon as you get your time in, go somewhere that you can make some money. And that's the name of the game. Unless you really fall in love with the company. I mean, there's some people that's been there a long time. But, you know, I got to like the company and make a good living. I mean, I can't. I mean, realistically, I can tell you right now, been where I'm at a little bit longer. It's Carrier One. That's who I'm with. When I run, man, I can go out, literally leave Sunday, be home Friday, every week. Take home after expenses. Now, it's before taxes and before insurance if you get it and all that kind of stuff. But your deposit in your bank, I can't guarantee because everyone drives different, but I can guarantee you I'm close to a $3,000 a week average. I make enough money that I come home last Thursday. Heck, what is today? Today is Friday the following week. I just went and picked up my load that I'm going to deliver Monday. So there's, what take is it, 8 days off? 9, almost 10 days I'll have off because I can afford to do it. I make way more than I did at Western. I mean, hands down, way more, better loads, easier loads, less miles. I mean, I'm running an average of, I don't know, a little over 2,000 miles, which Western ain't going to give you a whole lot more than that, but you're never going to be home with Western. You know, you're going to be out for the weekends to get that many miles. So I love it. I mean, there's no other way to say it. It just don't even compare. However, remember, I started at Western. Well, not started my driving career at Western, but when I went back over the road, you know, I drove local for a long time and made good money doing that. But when I decided to go back over the road, I actually went back to Western. Why? Because it's the easiest, one of the easiest, if not the easiest companies to get into. It's just them. That's just the way they are. I mean, it's bottom feeder. If you got felonies, you can go there. If you got a driving record, you can go there. There's not a whole lot you can't go there with. You know, you can't go there with everything because you get so many points. You know, if you get so many points, they won't hire you. So you could have a couple felonies, still get hired. You could have a reckless driving, still get hired. You could have a couple speeding tickets, still get hired. But you couldn't go with a reckless driving, speeding tickets, and a couple felonies because it'd kick you out. But it's a good company to start with. Like I say, I mean, I had to question. They said they didn't want to start an argument with her. There's no argument. I mean, if anyone wants to argue about it, they're insane because they're in business. You know, they make money. But they're not there for you to make money. I can promise you that. I can definitely promise you that. But you got to start somewhere. The only way to do lease purchase, I'm telling you, at Western Express, if you're not a trainer, you're going broke. If you're running solo, here's my personal. Now here I've worked. This is the second time I'd worked at Western. My experience with them, honestly, if you want to do lease purchase, here's my experience or my advice. Go to them company driver. You're not going to make no money, but at least you're not going to have negative checks. So go to them as company driver. Put in your whatever because everyone's different. You know, they tell them different things. Put in however much time as a company driver. Sometimes you only got to do 60 days, sometimes 9. But you can't train for 90 days. Anyway, unless you was like me, if you go in with experience, you can do it at 30 days. Don't quote me on these numbers. I can't remember. But I know because I had worked there before and I already had experience. I was training at just a little over 3 weeks, I think it was. I was a trainer. And honestly, if you talk to Melissa there, I mean, she knows me. Wonderful woman. I mean, you couldn't ask for someone better over flatbed trainers. She'll tell you I was one of the better trainers there. I mean, I ain't gonna say there wasn't someone better than me or 5 people better than me or whatever, but I was one of the better trainers there, and I generated some of the most highest revenue there while I was there. But I was out 6 to 8 weeks at a time. Once in a while, I'd come home, like 2 weeks or something, but just a lot of miles, a lot of days gone, and not a whole lot at the end. My biggest check by far there, and I only got it once, was right at $5,000. I mean, it's just how it was. My typical check was probably like $1,500. I'm taking home double than I was there, and I'm like I say, I'm out 5 to 6 days, so it's not incomparable. But anyway, it is a place to start. Everyone's got to start somewhere. That's what the company's for. That's what you can do. For that, if you're looking at it for that, it's a great company. Beyond that, it sucks. I mean, there's no way about it. It's just, that's what they do. It's what they're there for. So, I don't know. I guess peace, chicken grease, and keep between the lines, guys.